Yeah, g'day bush camping tools here. We're out in the mountains looking for a few mushrooms, and we might have one here, I don't know. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, it's just, I don't think we can get anything out of this. It's maybe for drying. Yeah, some of it for drying is okay. Let's have a look. It doesn't look too worm blown. Yeah, that's okay. For drying. Today's something new from Work Tuff Gear. This is a Wingman 115 design, the Mt Laguna. It's a small hunting knife. Let's take a closer look at it. Designed by Wingman 115, as I've already mentioned, as a kind of a hunting knife. It's a pretty sturdy hunting knife. It's got a nice belly on it down here. My experience with such small knives with a belly like this, that should be pretty good for hunting and skinning. Let's have a look at it here. So, you know, it's got a good grip, that's for sure. It's a bit weighty in the handle because it's a solid full tang here, and it's got an acute spine on it there, which you should be able to strike up fire steel with that, and we'll look at that. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this just to show you that it can be used to strike a steel. Because the back of this knife, it's pretty acute spine, the Mt Laguna. Just a bit of birch bark here. Okay, let's just see if we can get that going on this. There you go. Got that? Yep, all right. We don't need to start a fire, but it's just to demonstrate that the spine is quite acute there, and that's quite good for striking a steel. And it was designed like that on purpose. The steel here is Böhler's 110. That's a version of D2. So it's a semi-stainless. A bit crazy. This is a... Can't quite get that in there. Pretty sturdy knife, this. Anyway, it's good enough, more than good enough to get a bit of tinder together to start a fire with, that's for sure. So let's try it here like this. It's got a little bit of a convex edge on this knife, on the Mt Laguna. There we go. Just got to find the right bit of wood, and you can see that there, right? That's quite nice. Yep. Okay, just found some nice fat wood in here. Look at that. That's really nice. And we're going to try and take this if we can. Look at the color in that. That's beautiful, and it smells really great too. So see if we can dig it out. Let's stub out of there and get into it. Okay, I need to put the camera down. Okay, what I did was I just busted that off with this rock, but when I moved that rock, you see that there, it was full of ants in there, just to stir this huge ant's nest. Some nice ants, actually. D2, of course, is a well-proven knife steel, that's for sure. Good G10 grip on here, well secured with 3 bolts. Looks kind of cool too. It's got a nice curvature, comfortable in the hand. My hand is a size 8.5, going on a 9, lanyard hole, easy to grab a hold of. You've got these indents in here too. Plus also there's a divot in both sides here of the grip, so you could use this as the top cap for a fire bow drill. Bit of a nice little hunting knife. As I said, you know, you can get a lot of control on this because it's, you know, it's Some people's fingers are as long as this blade, if not longer. And it's pretty thick on there, so it makes a good sturdy little camp knife. You know, you can't chop through trees with it, but you could use a baton on this if you wanted to. And there is a nice enough belly on here too for skinning. You know, it's not too bad. You know, it's not a pure skinning knife, otherwise it would scoop right up here a bit. But Mount Laguna comes with a Kydex scabbard. It's a good fit on there. There's no, listen to this, good click, there's no rattle. And the thing too I like about the knife, because it is like primarily designed as a hunting knife, you don't have an exposed tang up there, and I don't like having exposed tangs on smaller hunting knives, because if you're carrying here and you go over like this, or you're creeping around, you know, it will get caught on things. But if this is rounded like that, this is quite safe like that. You can't get it caught on things if you're creeping around like that. Now the other thing is, how does it go onto your belt? This is just on a tactical belt, but you've got one of these tech lock clip things like this, so it just goes like that, and that locks at this little thing there like that. So when you've got that, you can open it up and you can change the width. You know, if your belt is narrower than this, you can move a little bit of plastic there and it will do that. But yeah, no rattle, well made, nice, secure, weatherproof Kydex scabbard. Okay. Nonetheless, you know, it's definitely a little hunting knife that you could do hunting with, more than good enough to gut with. It's not a butchering knife, it's too small, but definitely you could skim with it and use it around the camp site and for some hiking, etc. And that's exactly what we're doing out here in the bush today. Okay, bush camping tools here. Thanks for watching.